Welcome everyone. This is the first in a new Fluency MC video series called Pronunciation Tips. Today I'd like to talk about the difference between the long E sound, E, and the short I sound, it. One of my students went to New York City and he was talking to an American, and the American said, "So, what do you think of New York?" And my student said, "Oh, I like it." And the American said, "Oh, you like to eat here? What restaurants do you like?" And my student said, No, I mean, I like eat. I like New York. I like eat." "Oh, yeah, you like to eat the food here? Oh, what kind of food do you like to eat? What do you like?" And my student was really frustrated. I have another student who was walking in her neighborhood, and she saw a friend of hers, and the friend said, "Oh, wow, I didn't know you lived around here." And my student said, "Actually, yeah, I live here." And the friend said, "Oh, you're leaving? What do you mean? Where are you going?" She's like, No, I live here." And the friend didn't understand what she meant. Another story is one of my students who asked someone where to get a cheap lunch. And the person's like, "A chip lunch? You like a potato chip lunch?" And my student was confused. "A cheap lunch?" A person didn't understand. "You just want chips for your lunch?" Basically, every language in the world has the E sound. But English doesn't. English has two sounds. We have I, which we call the short I sound, and we have E, which we call the long E sound. So we have, again, the short I, like sit, it, live, and chip. And we have the long E, which is E, as in eat and leave and cheap. For a native speaker like myself, the difference is really clear because it's my first language. So I hear many times many words like chip, cheap, it, eat, and I hear the difference between short and long. The trick is to really practice hearing the difference between short I, and long E, E. Really think about how it sounds and how your mouth moves when you say it. Take the sound E in your language, E, like the letter I in your language, E, and make the sound longer for the long E sound, E, just longer. Also, stress more here in your mouth to say it. Leave. I have to leave soon. Or cheap. I found a cheap CD. Or, in the first story, eat. I like to eat good food. To contrast that long E sound with the short I sound, try words like chip, potato chips. Notice my mouth is very relaxed and the sound is very short. Chip. So here's chip, like potato chip, and cheap, like a cheap lunch. I live in New York. Tomorrow I'm going to leave. I like it. Very short I sound. Notice my mouth is very relaxed. It. But when I make the long E sound, my mouth is not relaxed, it's stressed, and the sound is much longer. So New York, I like it. I like it. Food, good food, I like to eat good food. Eat food. When you're talking about somewhere you'd like to go where it's really warm, next to the ocean, you can go swimming and relax and lie in the sun. You want to say you're going to the beach. That's the long E sound. Remember that one. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time with pronunciation tip number 2. Peace.
Hold on. Now. You say 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. Come on, y'all, let's rock the...